Brand new tonight, the numbers are in from our exclusive 11Alive Survey USA poll for the mayoral runoff here in Atlanta. And as you know, Felicia Moore came out ahead of Andre Dickens 3 weeks ago in the general election. And the final day of voting in the runoff between them is just 1 week from today. So check out some of the numbers now. Our poll shows a close race between Moore and Dickens. Just 6 percentage points separate them, but the margin of error here is 5 percentage points. So it's a statistical dead heat. Our poll also shows that the #1 issue for voters by far, of course, is crime. So which candidate do crime-weary voters prefer? Here's our John Sherrick.
Fighting Atlanta crime at the ballot box. Our 11Alive Survey USA poll shows that crime is a major factor in deciding between the two candidates in the runoff for Atlanta mayor. And crime is the most important issue for voters, far more important than some of the other big issues facing this city. Felicia Moore and Andre Dickens campaigning on how they will fight crime if elected mayor. Moore, for example, telling 11Alive that she has a plan to put 200 more police officers on the street right away from existing staff.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take those officers that are behind the desk with guns and have them to spend at least 8 hours of their 40-hour work week on the street, but backing up our patrol officers.
And Moore and Dickens both speak of hiring more officers long-term and finding ways to retain good officers. Dickens speaks of policies to ensure justice, not just enforcement.
Making sure that we have a balanced approach to safety and justice, because we did have cases across this nation where there was excessive use of force. So I support our police officers, but I also will hold them accountable.
According to our poll, as important as the crime issue is to voters, it's not putting either candidate way ahead or behind. Emory political science professor Andra Gillespie.
So it doesn't look like either of the mayoral candidates has an advantage on crime as an issue. While there are distinctions between Dickens and Moore, these two candidates are more similar than they are different. And I think that that's what is being reflected in the survey data.
The biggest factor now, Dr. Gillespie says, is, as always, turnout. Whether Moore or Dickens does the better job of getting their own supporters actually to show up to vote.
But you can watch our full conversation with the candidates Sunday at noon in a special that'll be hosted by our Sheba Russell.